All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Prophet John here. Hope you guys are doing well. Well. The markets were supposed to open up 200%. I mean, not 200%, but 200 points. And that didn't last long. It did open up around that point, around 150 to 200 points, and all of a sudden collapsing now again. Okay. And that, one of the reasons why is because South Korea numbers are continuing to jump, and we're almost at 1,000 infected in South Korea. And I think South Korea, people are saying that South Korea is actually showing the real numbers. So that's interesting. I don't know if South Korea is a place where people lie, but that they are saying that South Korea is actually probably showing the real numbers of almost 1,000 people infected in the last week. Um, so we'll look at that. But right now, the Dow Jones is down 172. Nasdaq is down 19. Actually, Nasdaq is down 62. S&P 500 is down 25. Okay. So and then we got global Dow down 130. Gold is actually surprisingly down today, over 1%. And oil is down big again. Oil is about to, look, if the coronavirus continues to spread globally, oil price. I mean, we can literally imagine oil prices at $25. I mean, so this is gonna be. We got to watch this because it's gonna affect the oil prices. There won't be much demand for oil if everybody's stuck inside and scared. Okay, okay. So we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. All right, so let's look at the actual chart. Now, yesterday, this for some reason, the during the day yesterday, the chart just went off. It couldn't configure it right. You had it was showing a login screen. You had to log in to get access to it, and I guess it was going through some type of I don't know. Somebody must have hacked the John Hopkins site. Okay, now imagine that. Imagine someone hacking this site here and configuring to the real numbers. I mean, can you imagine the outright panic? Okay, if somebody actually hacked this John Hopkins site here and actually showed the real numbers and actually made it where you couldn't change the numbers. Like when you go in there and try to reconfigure it back to the fake numbers, it would return immediately back to the real numbers. That would be a problem, right? And I know some of you people that are watching this video right now are hackers, right? Or people who can code. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have thought about it. Like, hey, won't we can just literally put the real numbers up on there and literally make it so that they can't return it back to to the fake numbers. Every time they try to turn it back to the fake numbers, it reconfigures back to the real numbers. That would be hilarious, but it would cause global panic at a scale that we've never seen before in the history of mankind. So I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. Okay, for you elite hackers out there and you elite coders, please don't do that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so South Korea jumps again, and they're almost at 1,000. So you can see right there, South Korea continues to jump. Now, the homie in South Korea, we'll come back to that in a second, but I wanted to show you the homie in South Korea said something here. Let's see what he says. Because I did make the post here about South Korea, and Alex did have something to say. Alex is also in the Telegram group as well. I think he was saying some stuff in the Telegram group as well. So Alex is in South Korea, and I did say that South Korea is in big trouble as they have gone from 10 people infected to 1,000 in about a week. Now that's what I'm saying. That's troubling. I'm not saying that South Korea as a whole is in trouble because South Korea has a lot of people and 1,000 people is nothing, right? But the fact that they went from 10 to 1,000 within literally 10 days or about a week, if that pace continues into the future. Maybe I should have said that in the post, but a lot of, you only get so many characters. But that's why I'm explaining it now. What I actually meant on this post is that if they continue that way, then they're in big trouble, right? If this continues, if this pace continues, then they will be in big trouble. That they would have to be in lockdown and things like that would have to start happening. And there's some big companies that get their stuff from South Korea. I think Microsoft and others get their chips and things like that from South Korea, is what I was told. But interesting that we are going into like this coronavirus is climaxing globally right now. And I was told that the climax would be around the February 15th to March 15th. Now, of course, that could always change. The climax could go a lot further. I know a lot of people think that the coronavirus will be here going into April and May, okay? And then it'll start to die off. By June, it will be gone. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that the coronavirus looks like it's going to stay for a little longer than we expected. Okay, but I was told the climax of the coronavirus would be February 15th to March 15th. And we're literally in that climax now. A couple of days before February 15th, the numbers jumped drastically. Remember that? I think that was on the 12th of February when the numbers jumped drastically. What date was that when the numbers went crazy there? Let's see. The 12th. The 12th and the 13th. Between the 12th and the 13th is when they jumped drastically. The numbers jumped drastically, right? We added like 15 to 20,000 new cases overnight. And then what happened was, because of the panic of that, they went back to the old way of counting the infected people. Because if they had stayed on that path, we would already be literally at probably two, three, 400,000 people on the fake numbers, because it would have just excelled. So they went back to the old way of counting because it caused so much panic. So that's what happened. So anyway, South Korea isn't. I already read that. Okay, so Alex says we aren't in big trouble. It's a concern. I am living in the middle of it. Okay, so and I did say good luck out there to my homie Alex, and I'm just talking how fast you all went from 10 to 1,000. Is that I should have said if that rate continues, watch out. But of course, we live without fear for show. And then Alex says, "Cool, cool. Yes, this even worse than the NK attacking us. North Korea attack. So he said that this is worse than North Korea attacking us." Now, one day, Alex, you and North Korea will be united as one, as Korea. That is prophetic. I've gave that prophetic word long time ago. Back in the long time ago, I gave that prophetic word that North Korea and South Korea would unite as one Korea, and we see that is coming. That is going to happen, but it's not going to happen under Xi Jinping. It's going to happen with somebody else. It might not even happen with the next guy. The next guy's going to be even worse than Xi Jinping. So I don't know if it's going to happen with Xi Jinping or the next guy, because the next guy that's going to come in is going to be worse than Xi Jinping. So, yeah, I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe they got to get rid of him too. I don't know. But at some point in the future, North Korea and South Korea will unite as one. And maybe it does happen under Xi Jinping. Maybe I am wrong about that. Maybe it does happen under Xi Jinping. I don't know. Okay. I don't know who's going to be in control. All I know is that North Korea and South Korea will unite as one Korea. Okay. In the future. And it could be this decade. So, awesome. Whatever, if that happens, in this decade, awesome, right? It will happen in the future, though. Definitely. Um, Okay, so let's move back here and let's check this out. And we got Italy at 283 now. And I don't know if those are the real numbers, because people are saying that Italy is literally going through lockdown stages right now. So for 283 people, I don't know they would be doing that. Japan at 170. Iran continues to jump like crazy, and look what happened today for Iran. Check this out. Yeah, Iran's numbers are jumping like crazy right now. Uh, there it is right there. We got some breaking news here in Iran. The Iran deputy health minister tests positive for the coronavirus. And I put, well, this is awkward situation. Because if the health minister has coronavirus, that means his whole team has coronavirus. And many people in the hospitals have coronavirus because this is the man that's going around the hospitals and around his old staff to get prepared for the coronavirus stuff that's coming to Iran. And he has the virus. Matter of fact, if you watched his live streams, he was sick during his live streams. And people were worried about him during the live streams. And so now he's tested positive for coronavirus, and people are standing right next to him. So they all got it. He's going through the hospitals. So I mean, the numbers in Iran are going to jump out of the roof now because this guy is, and imagine if he's a super spreader, right? Unbelievable, just great, right? And I was told this morning that we printed $60 billion into the stock market this morning to get it up about 200 points. Well, let's go back to the markets and see how we're doing. $60 billion injected into the markets this morning. And we're down 259 points. So we're injecting $60 billion into the stock markets, and we can't even stay green. Can you imagine if we didn't inject $60 billion, where we would literally be down 1,500 points right now on the Dow, and we would be in complete panic. Yesterday we closed down 1,000 points, which is the third, I think the third biggest drop in history. We ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, they're gonna do whatever I mean, Donald Trump is gonna tell the feds to go to $1 trillion injection into the markets. I mean, to save the market from crashing. Yeah. Singapore still only at 90. Hong Kong jumped up a little bit there to 84. U.S. went from, I thought we were at 35. Now we're at 53. U.S. is, between me and you guys, U.S. is probably at 3,000 infected, but they want to keep us at 53 and fake numbers and stuff like that. Donald Trump comes out and says the coronavirus is under control in the United States of America. Yet the nurses and doctors that are inside these hospitals are saying something completely different than Donald Trump. And then we get the news that over 7,000 people are on watch in Washington State alone. Washington State alone. Yeah. Everything's under control, though, according to Donald Trump. Okay. So I guess we'll find out in March, because once March comes and things start to spiral out of control, are we going to see lockdowns? Are schools in America going to be locked down? Are events going to be locked down? Are basketball games going to be canceled because of the coronavirus? How's the media going to play this, right? And that's going to be the key. How's the media going to play this? Yeah. And if Bernie continues to win, that's not good for the markets either, right? For the economy. So if Bernie Sanders continues to win these caucuses, right? These Democratic caucus, if Bernie Sanders continues to win and it looks like it's going to be the front runner, the markets are going to crash fast. Okay? Because nothing they hate more than socialism and communism in Wall Street. Now, Wall Street themselves would love to be socialist, right, towards the people, but they don't want to be part of a socialist environment. They want to be the socialist, communist towards the rest of you peasants, right? That's what I mean, you go to Wall Street, they might even use those words, right? Oh yeah, the rest you guys out here are working, your 9-to-5s, or you peasants out here, right? So they want to be the socialist and communist, but they don't want to be in a socialist and communist environment or country. I hope you guys understand that. Okay, so they'll sell the markets off. They'll run into gold and silver, and they will leave America if that happened. Right now, we know the prophetic word says that Donald Trump will be in there for 2 terms, so we don't expect Bernie Sanders to win. And also, many people think that the Democrats are about to do something evil towards Bernie Sanders, just like they did last time, and they're not going to regret it either. Remember last time Hillary Clinton cheated and her campaign manager had to be fired, right, or she had to resign because of the cheating. And they didn't. The Democratic Party did not regret it one bit. And like, who cares? Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat; he's an independent. We don't care if we cheat against him. So I would wonder if they do the same thing this time to Bernie as well, or will the people, the millenniums that love being in socialism, which they've never been, and they've always been in a capitalistic society, but yet they're thriving for socialism. Well, I mean, we can send you millenniums over to Venezuela, and you guys can go over there for about 6 months and see how socialism works. Or we can send you to China, and you guys can see how communism works, and then maybe you'll come. Maybe within a week, you'll be crying to come back to a capitalistic America, wouldn't you? The grass is always not greener on the other side, but we'll learn the hard way, won't we? Um, okay, so and then we got the cryptocurrencies here just selling off as well. So everything's selling off. So where's money going into if everything's selling off? So we have oil selling off, gold is selling off, silver selling off, the cryptos are selling off, the stock market is selling off, the dollar is even down today. So what is everybody putting their money into? I don't know. So I guess we'll find out later today where all the money went and where's the money going into. Because if everything's selling off, then something has to be up today. Don't tell me it's Tickle Me Elmo or a Teletubby. I mean, what is up today? That where's all of this money going to? Look at Tesla's down 10% right now. I'm gonna need to go grab some Tezos here at 286. All right, so I'm gonna maybe buy another $100 worth of Teslas there, maybe $200 worth of Teslas there at 286. All right, everything's down. Even ALGO's down 14% there as well. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Everything's down, and nothing is green. All right, so people are maybe cashing out and trying to find some mask or whatever they want to find. I don't know what people are doing with their money, but a lot of people are selling. All right, peace out. God bless. And that was the news. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, and I did say here that why are we printing 60 billion every day into the market when we could use that for infrastructure of America? We could use that to create really good jobs, really good businesses, really good careers, educate people, and we could literally make America thrive regardless of if the dollar goes up or down. We could literally thrive for 50 years if we use that money instead in infrastructure and creating businesses and jobs and education and educating people instead of pumping this freaking stock market. A missed opportunity there, but we know that the Fed's plan is to create debt out of debt out of debt until the bubble bursts and then go into a new system. Okay, which is going to be the quantum financial system, which will be backed by AI technology. And we believe what I was told was that Litecoin and Ethereum will be used in that system, not Bitcoin. And so I guess we'll find out. Okay. Anyways, peace out. God bless. I'm done. Bye. Eyes open.